Hi friends, welcome to our YouTube channel. Today we have to discuss about C program for electricity bill payment. It is one of the most important program in C language. In the electricity bill payment program, first we have to enter the customer service number. The customer service number can be I am taken 1 2 3 4 5 6 1 2 3 4. Customer service name. Customer service name is DSR. Number of units consumed. I am giving 345 units. These three values are read from the keyboard by using scanf function. First one is customer service number, second one is customer name, third one is number of units consumed. These three values are read from the keyboard by using scanf function. Okay, after that bill amount is calculated as per the slabs mentioned. Okay, so suppose if the number of units NOU is nothing but number of units. If the number of units less than 15, the unit cost is 0.60 rupees. Next, if the number of units greater than 50 and less than 100, the unit cost is 1 rupee 20 paise. Next one, if the number of units greater than or equal to 100 and less than 150, the unit cost is 2 rupee 50 paise. Next, if the number of units greater than or equal to 150 and less than 200, the unit cost is 3.60 paise. Next, if the number of units greater than or equal to 200 and less than 300, unit cost is 4.70 rupees. Next one, if the number of units greater than or equal to 300 and less than 400, unit cost is 5.80 rupees. Next, if the number of units greater than or equal to 400 and less than 500, unit cost is 7.20 rupees. Next, if the number of units greater than or equal to 500, unit cost is 9.80. So based on the slabs, the unit cost is also different for each and every slab. After that, if the number of units consumed, total bill amount. So total bill amount is equal to number of units consumed into unit cost. So by using this formula, we have to find the total bill amount of a particular customer. Okay, so to implement this program, we have to use else if ladder. Okay, by using this else if ladder statement, we have to find out the total bill amount of a particular customer. Okay, now we can see the implementation of electricity bill payment of a particular customer using C programming. Now, in this program, first we have to include two header files, hash include stdio.h and hash include conio.h, standard input output header file and console input output header file. Next one, void main. Every C program execution starts with the main function. So main function does not return anything, so that we have to write void before the main function. Next one, I am taking two integer variables. The first one is service number. SNO is nothing but service number. NOU is nothing but number of units consumed. SNO is nothing but service number and NOU is nothing but number of units consumed by the customer. Next one, char CNAME of 50. So CNAME is nothing but customer name of a particular service number. Next one, unit cost and bill amount. These two variables can be declared as floating point variables, because unit cost in terms of rupees and paisas, so that we have to declare unit cost can be declared as floating point data type. In the same way, bill amount is also in terms of rupees and pice, so that we have to declare bill amount as floating point variable. Next one, CLR SCR, that is a clear screen function. It clears the output screen. This function is available in the header file called #include conio.h. Next one, printf, enter the service number. So the service number can be read from the keyboard by using scanf function. So scanf %d double quotes and comma ampersand SNO. Next one, printf, enter the customer name. Customer name can be read from the keyboard by using scanf function. So customer name is nothing but character array, that is a string, so that we have to write format string %s double quotes and comma ampersand CNAME. Next one, printf, enter the number of units. So the number of units consumed by the customer can be read from the keyboard by using scanf function. So scanf %d double quotes and comma ampersand NOU. NOU is nothing but number of units consumed. Okay, now we can go to the logic by using else if ladder. Okay, if number of units less than 50, suppose a customer consumes only 40 units, then how we are calculating the unit cost? Unit cost is equal to 0.60 pice. So bill amount is equal to number of units consumed into unit cost. So by using this formula, we have to calculate the bill amount. After that, we have to print the total bill amount. So printf total bill amount is %f/n double quotes and comma bill amount. Okay. Suppose if the number of units consumed is less than 50 is false. Okay. Suppose number of units consumed is 70. So 70 less than 50, condition false. If the condition is false, then the control goes to the next statement after the if block. Okay, the next statement after the if block is this one. Else if number of units greater than or equal to 50, logical and number of units less than 100. So here this is one expression. NOU greater than or equal to 50 is one expression and NOU less than 100 is one expression. So if both expressions are true, then in between them logical AND operator is there. So the logical AND returns true. If any one of the expression is false and both expressions are false, the logical AND returns false. Okay, both expressions are true, the logical AND returns true value. Otherwise, the logical AND always false. Okay, so suppose here the number of units consumed is 70. So 70 greater than or equal to 50, condition true. Logical AND 70 less than 100, true. Both are true, the logical AND always returns true. So that means if the condition is true, then the control goes to the corresponding else if block. Here unit cost is equal to 1 rupee 20 paise and bill amount is equal to number of units is 70 and into unit cost is 1 rupee 20 paise. Okay, so then the total bill amount can be printed according to the calculation 70 into 1.20, so that is 84 rupees. Okay, suppose if the number of units consumed is 120, so 120 greater than or equal to 50, condition false. Logical and 120 less than 100, that is also false. Both expressions are false, then logical and always returns false. So the condition is false, then the control goes to the next statement after this block. So here the next statement is this one, else if number of units greater than or equal to 100, logical and number of units less than 150. Suppose number of units consumed is 120, 120 greater than or equal to 100, logical and 120 less than 150. So both expressions are true, then logical and always returns true. So if the condition is true, then the control goes to the body of the else if block. Unit cost is equal to 2.50. So bill amount is equal to number of units consumed is 120 into unit cost is 2 rupee 55. So according to that, total bill amount is calculated. Suppose if the number of units consumed is 175. So here 175 greater than or equal to 100, false. Logical and 175 less than 150 is also false. Both expressions are false, then logical and returns false. Then the control goes to the next statement after this else if block. Then here this one, else if number of units consumed greater than or equal to 150, logical and NOU less than 200. So suppose number of units is 175, 175 greater than or equal to 150, logical and 175 less than 200. Both expressions are true, then logical and returns true. So then the control goes to the statement within the else if block. So here unit cost is equal to 3.60, bill amount is equal to 175 into unit cost 3.60. According to that, total bill amount is calculated. Suppose if the number of units consumed is 225. So NOU 225 greater than or equal to 150, condition true. 225 greater than or equal to 150, true, and 225 less than 200, that is false. So one expression is true and another expression is false, then the logical and returns false, so that the control goes to the next else if block. Okay, so else if NOU greater than or equal to 200, logical and NOU less than 300. So suppose if the number of units consumed is 225, 225 greater than or equal to 200, expression is true, logical and 225 less than 300, it is also true. Both expressions are true, logical and returns true. So therefore condition is true, then the control goes to the body of the else if block. Here unit cost is equal to 4.70, bill amount is equal to number of units into unit cost 225 into 4.70. According to that, bill amount is calculated. Suppose if the number of units consumed is 325, so 325 greater than or equal to 200. First expression is true, logical and 325 less than 300, that is false. One expression is true and another expression is false. So then the logical and returns false. So then the control goes to the next statement after the else if block because the condition is false. Then next in the next else if block, NOU greater than or equal to 300, logical and NOU less than 400. So NOU is 325. 325 greater than or equal to 300. Condition true. And logical and 325 less than 400. It is a true. Both are true. The logical and returns true. Condition true. Therefore, the control goes to the body of the else if block. Unit cost is equal to 5.80. Bill amount is equal to 325. NOU is 325 into unit cost is 5.80. According to that, bill amount is calculated and it is printed. Suppose if the number of units is 425, so then NOU is 425, 425 greater than or equal to 300, condition true, logical and 425 less than 400, that is false. First expression is true and second expression is false, then logical and returns false, then condition is also false. The control goes to the next statement after this else if block. The next one, else if NOU greater than or equal to 400, logical and NOU less than 500. So NOU is 425, 425 greater than or equal to 400, condition true, logical and 425 less than 500, that expression is also true. Both expressions are true, then logical and also returns true, then the control goes to the body of the else if block. Here unit cost is equal to 7 rupee 20 paise, bill amount is equal to NOU into unit cost, so 425 into 7.20. According to that, bill amount is calculated and a total bill amount is printed. Suppose if the number of units NOU is 525, so 525 greater than or equal to 400, that is false. Logical and 525 less than 500, that is 525 greater than or equal to 400, that is true. Logical and 525 less than 500, that is false. One expression is true and another expression is false, so then logical and returns false, therefore condition is false, then the control goes to the next statement after this else if block. So last one is else statement. So if all these else if block conditions are false, then control goes to the last else block. In the else block, that means if the number of units consumed is greater than 500, greater than or equal to 500, then last else block is executed. Here unit cost is equal to 9.80, bill amount is equal to NOU into unit cost. For example, 525 number of units consumed into unit cost is 9.80, 525 into 9.80, then bill amount is calculated and total bill amount is printed. Okay, so then the program is terminated. In this way, we have to write the electricity bill payment program in C language by using else if ladder. Now we have to save that program first. Next, we have to compile the program. For compiling the program, we have to use the command called Alt plus F9. We are getting 0 warnings and 0 earnings. Press enter. Then you have to run the program. For running the program, we have to use the command called Control plus F9. Now, in the output screen, it can ask enter the service number. Service number I am entering 1234. Next, enter the customer name Srinivas. Next, enter the number of units. Number of units consumed is, for example, 325. So these three values are read from the keyboard: service number, customer name, and number of units consumed by using scanf function. Then after press enter. So total bill amount is 1885.000122. So this is the in this way we have to calculate the total bill amount. If the number of units greater than or equal to 300, that is then unit cost is 5.80. Okay, so 325 into 5.80, according to that we can calculate the total bill amount. In the same way, we have to run the same program again. Enter the service number. I am giving 2345. Enter the customer name Sai. Enter the number of units. Now I am giving only 45 units. So if the number of units consumed is less than 50, so unit cost is 0.60. So according to that, bill amount is equal to number of units consumed into unit cost. So number of units consumed is 45 and unit cost is 0.60. So 45 into 0.60. So then we are getting 27 rupees. Okay, so this is the by using this program we have to calculate the total bill amount of a particular customer. Thank you for watching this video. If you like this video, please click on the like button and share this video to your friends and classmates. If you like this video, please subscribe my channel name DIVVELA Srinivasa Rao. Thank you one and all for watching this video.